I'd go light the first time. There are old pharmacologists and bold pharmacologists, but there are no old, bold pharmacologists. Don't follow. Following is a tasteless position to find yourself in. Pets follow, vice presidents follow, and bad acts follow. So, why follow? All of these gurus, geishas, roshis, and rishis are simply flim-flam artists. They've had thousands of years to get these cons together and run them on you. Believe me, I know. I'm a recovering Catholic. You have to fight your way free of belief and then do not follow. Just to show I'm really one of the gang. I mean, here I am. There are 200 people here, whatever, and I do this all the time. And I have not, so far as I can tell, been able to launch an avalanche of DMT. I'm trying. Do I have to put it any more plainly? Is there a chemist in the house who will go home and make this stuff so that we can find our way there? Or grow the plants? Or go to South America? Or get with lucid dreaming and behavioral modification, or explore the outer edges of orgasm, which I think has something to do with DMT and probably runs on it. Somehow we need to beach this whale. So I got it out to roll the evening's joint, and I was fumbling with it, and I got this thing lit, and this little crumb, this little burning thing fell on the floor. And I lifted it up and smelled it, and the transubstantiation had occurred. It was, like Mazari Sharif AAA Red Lion hashish of some sort, and I know hashish. And here we were in the center of the Amazon, in this hut, in this pouring rain, and I could tell that it was the good shit. It had actually manifest. So some people can't tell whether I'm half shaman, half scientist. I think probably the answer is simply half baked. The fact that a human being can feel 50 micrograms of a compound is like a miracle. I mean, to give you an analogy so you can understand that, that's like having one red ant tear down the Empire State Building in 30 minutes. I mean, that's what it looks like when 50 gamma of LSD enter your body. Because there's something about the anal retentive primate mind that we want to button it down, and say, well, it's this or it's that, with no sense of irony, no sense of scale, no tongue-in-cheek approach at all. I mean, if you met a termite who aspired to understand the cosmic workings of the universe, you would just roll your eyes at such a naive misunderstanding of one's own position in the cosmos. Well, do you think we stand so far from where the termite stands that our musings about how the cosmos works are carrying much force? I don't think so. I don't know what the number is. They keep pushing it up, but they say 35% of the American public believe flying saucers are real. Well, now, first of all, are we being asked to believe that 35% of the American public can carry on a coherent discussion of the concept real? As real as what? As real as Madonna's talents? As real as Clinton's integrity? How real are the UFOs? Culture is a con game designed to bewilder you for 35 to 40 years. And then if by some miracle you can outlive that span of time, a strange realization will begin to dawn as you sit at the poker table. You'll realize this is a bunch of crap. No, I've been had. Well, up until very recently, only a very few people in any society lived into those ages, and then that was called wisdom. He said, he just sits on his porch and rocks and occasionally chuckles. I was in a restaurant in Malibu with Bob Chartoff and Lou Carlino, who some of you know, a bunch of fancy Hollywood-type people. And there was this French producer there, this woman, and she and I had been seated together at dinner, and she said, "You say that the mushroom speaks to you, but I don't understand how this can be. What do you mean it speaks to you?" And and Ralph Abraham was there too, and I, in my sincere way, said, "Well, it's like the part Steiger played in The Pawnbroker. It just..." And at that moment, Steiger stops by the table to shake hands with everybody there. And I'm like, and true story. And Ralph, who's watched this whole thing go down, leans across the table to me and says, "What this proves is the mushroom can reach into our world no matter where we are and shake the bars." So some people can't tell whether I'm half shaman, half scientist. I think probably the answer is simply half baked.